Okay, just waiting for Dex to pop on. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Who sang that song? Was it Counting Crows? I know y'all just waiting. Instagram waiting for people to come on up in here. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Hey, mommy. Come on, Cletus. Doc Psychology. Hi, baby. Happy Sunday to you all. It has been a while. Thank you so much for not forgetting about us. Hi, the sweetness. Hi, my love bug. Hey, Dex. Okay, I'm seeing it look different up in this place too with the different features. Been a little updates going on. Hi, Hair to Die For. Hey, baby. Everybody tuning in. Now, all right, just a little difference. Dex, did I bring you on? Let's try it again. Hi, loves. Hi, all. I missed you guys so stinking much. All right. Dex, I just sent you the invite again. Hi, Megxit and Quills. You see we getting ready for the night. Yeah. The grand, well, I guess about to blow it open. Hi, Dex.
Hello.
You okay?
Amazing. Wow. Wow. I am very impressed. Wow. Okay. I don't feel it. But
you working on yourself. You do have a glow to you.
I'm pregnant. And I feel it too. Tell you, my stomach is like, my God.
What is going? You got to run to the toilet?
No, not that. I just so let me tell you what I ate. So we starting off with, it's Lent season, so everybody has like these fish sandwiches, and the only fish sandwich I've ever had from a fast food restaurant is McDonald's, and I don't eat McDonald's anymore. And I haven't had bread since like January. Like I've been doing really good without doing like carbs and stuff. Shanti got you pregnant. So I ate a fish sandwich from Popeye, and it was so good that I did.
Wait.
Again, I did.
You got fish from Popeyes? I did see the commercials. I figured your ass would have took your behind down there. Go ahead.
That fish sandwich from Popeyes is amazing. That is I mean, the piece of fish, I don't got nothing. The piece of fish is like this big. Like this is fish. I don't recommend eating fast food at all. But if you're gonna go do it, go get that fish sandwich from Popeyes. It is. Whew.
Now, are we looking at it like, is it going to be like another chicken sandwich thing? Is it that good?
It needs to be, yeah.
Damn, I'm good. I can't, because that's how Rona started. Now y'all won't be down there eating them damn fish sandwiches. What's next?
The Popeyes chicken sandwich started Corona?
Yeah, because the world was fine. If you think back, we was all living our best life, happy. I guess it was summer 2019 because we handled summer 2020. First time my sister was in this, she was in the CAT program. So she had to do like a mock boot camp where she was gone for a week. That's the first time I had ever saw the chicken sandwich before the news had picked it up. And I saw it. I said, oh, they got chicken sandwich since when? I was so excited. And they was like, sold out. I said, sold out? This is a military base. The fuck? What you mean you sold out? Couple months later, the hell broke the fuck open with the chicken sandwich, and then Rona got here.
Well, you might be right, actually. They said in the comments, the chicken sandwich, Meg kissing G-Eazy. Remember that happened?
Yeah, see? It did. The chicken sandwich started the plague. It all started. And Dex, you want us to jump right out of the damn pan into the fire.
Well, I'm telling you, that fish sandwich is good. Like, that pop is really, really... I won't do it again just because, like, I had this Friday, and I feel like... I guess the word is bloated. I don't know. Like, I feel disgusting, actually. Like, I feel...
From Friday?
Yeah. Like, I don't think I've digested that sandwich at all. I think you guys should try it, but, like, I don't know. Like, my metabolism must have took a vacation or something like that because, like, I really feel like I'm still, like, full from that sandwich on Friday.
Well, I get you a ginger ale and and run. I can't. I missed you so much. I miss all of our friends on here. I just wanted to say thank y'all. I'm so sorry for the unscheduled break.
I promise
A big
it wasn't Latoya at all. It's literally me every single week. Like, it's always, like, she'll be like, I'm ready to go do it. I'm ready to go do it. And I'll be like, I can't.
Well, let's be clear. It was only 2 of those weeks because after that, the bitch was down. I'm still, guys. I'm healing up from pneumonia. Just to let you guys know. So if you hear some coughing, it's not the motherfucking Rona. And according to my doctor, if it had been a Rona, I'm way past it anyway. But I doubt that it was because, it started for me on your birthday. That was our last show, the birthday show. And I was like, I'm a little cold, nothing. Well, like my normal shit turned into bronchitis. And then from the bronchitis, unfortunately, it turned into the pneumonia. Hi, Poop Sheet. Hi, everybody. So we are back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It's scary, but it's not as scary as Atlanta right now, who I think that if we...
Real quick. We just got to, because it's been a while since we did it. I just want to say, Breonna Taylor, rest in peace. It's been actually 359 days. We're coming up on a year. So can't be forgotten about. And then it was some, this is sad because I got to rush through the tribute so we can get to the foolishness. And then Elijah McClain, the poor, I think he was about 25 years old, lost his life by the police in 2019, walking home from the store in Colorado. He is now no longer considered a suspect.
Right.
Thank God. So his mother, she did the press tour. I saw her on Tamron Hall, the tears, like just beautiful. So out of a private investigator basically was hired for the police department. And they found that they had no reason to target him. You had no reason to pull him over, and that should have never happened. So let's just keep that family in prayer and keep working on this shit to never happen again. Hey, Jed. Okay. Atlanta.
Look, so we've joked on here before that we think that Atlanta is immune from the coronavirus. And I think that I don't know. I guess we'll see in the next couple of weeks. But so this weekend is All-Star Weekend in Atlanta, and all the celebrities and regular people are out there and they're doing what they want to do. But as usual, everything hits back to social media. So Bottom said we do want the All-Star Game to be in Atlanta this year, but we don't want you guys to party.
She said don't come here.
Which, I mean, I don't know what brand of crack she smokes, but that wasn't going to happen. So there were people that were throwing parties in Atlanta as expected because people were doing it during the pandemic. So why would they not do it during All-Star Weekend? And I don't blame these people either. You're given the opportunity, so why would you not take advantage of it? Guys, I've seen videos and stuff like that of what was going down in Atlanta, and I don't know what I'd be more afraid of between HIV or coronavirus. It's just
they got the cure for the HIV. Well, ain't the cure for HIV sitting in Temple?
Toya, when I saw people having sex and parties, and I don't know, is it the mask or is it the condom? What's more, just wear one. Just wear it. Protect you. Because at this point, y'all don't care about nothing. It's just.
Oh. In the club, blowing the hookah smoke. The strawberry hookah, y'all come out. Trina Rockstar, ain't she having a party today?
Party tonight,
or she had one?
And she's having one today, and it's a brunch today, and then she had a party yesterday. But look, I don't think anybody's gonna. I don't think they want to do both as far as the mask and the condoms, but just pick one.
No. Put on the condoms and the mask, both. Strap up.
Oh yeah, it's Atlanta.
Everybody ain't running around there without. We're not gonna do that to the A.
Why?
Stop.
Why I ain't see not one person with a mask on?
Well, that's because they was in a ratchet club. I guarantee you, if you went to the damn Home Goods in Atlanta, they mask up there because we who shop at Home Goods, we are responsible patrons.
Yeah, they might be there. Mask only, no condoms. toxicology said I'm from Atlanta or live in Atlanta now, because I think it's a little different today now than before. But also, it's not just Atlanta that's not worried about COVID. So
No.
I spent some time in my life, my very early years, in Mississippi and also in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
Both those states,
But you're basically our correspondent for what's happening down there.
yeah, and both those.
Okay, tell us.
They're not going to do masks anymore. So like these guys, like this is how they be in the South. When I called my cousin, I'm like, so what's going on with the mask situation? Actually, wait.
All right, I'll be okay. So, are you going to be your cousin, or you want me to? Okay. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
I got to put the do-rag on. Got to get the waves together.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
My cousins be having braids and stuff like that, and still be putting do-rags on, but.
You got to protect them. Don't do that, because you ain't had no braids in a while, okay? So don't do that. You got to still cover them, Dexter.
Like a ninja.
Okay, so we're live, CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. We're live on site. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are here with our correspondent. He's on site in Alabama and in Mississippi at the same time. Yes, this is modern technology. People get with it. We can make it happen. So Dexter Stuckey, please tell us what's going on down there. What do you see?
Hey, cuz, like what they say is that we ain't gotta wear no mask no more. So we're gonna take the mask off. We about to do the future, throw the mask off. Dog. And we got these clubs popping out here. Hey.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stuckey. No, don't go to break yet. Don't go to break yet. Yeah. Mr. Stuckey, we got to ask him more questions. What has your main representative, Boozy, what has he had to say on the matter? Like, have you guys have any Boozy badass sightings?
Man, we ain't even seen Boozy. Yo, Boozy, the caves and whatnot. Like, Boozy ain't even worried about us. With the strip clubs been open, strippers popping, bottles popping. If you want to come and have a good time, leave Philadelphia, yo, and come down to the ATL, come to Mississippi, come to Texas, yo, we out here.
Okay. The good food spots, where can we go and eat? And like, okay, so these places, the good food spots down there, do they still have to comply and wear masks, or do I have to take the risk of having COVID sprinkles all in my food?
Dog, we ain't worried about no COVID out here. It's more about no COVID. We got real things going on down here in the SIP. We ain't worried about no COVID. I don't think we worried about is crawfish and catfish, fried catfish. Watch, my cousins are gonna be on here and they're gonna be so mad. This is how they be talking though. I swear this is how they be talking. I went to Mississippi like 2 weeks ago for a funeral. And I, like, let's get in, let's get out, let's be real quick with it. My family was literally like, I'm gonna be here going to the club. I'm not going to the club. I'm not doing that. And they were dead serious too.
Well, according to our boy Terrence J, we beat COVID, we beat Black Lives Matter.
Well, this was Terrence J said that in Miami though, so I didn't know it was spreading. Like
Atlanta started the fire, and it has just spread. Because let's be clear, Atlanta ain't never closed.
They're like Florida.
Some of them states below that Mason-Dixon, they said COVID where? All right, you got to get out there.
I just think any place though where you could possibly see the Ku Klux Klan, I don't really think that they're worried about COVID. They have other things they have to worry about. Like what? Like it's alligators in my backyard. Like you think I'm worried about a virus? I'm good.
The alligators we pulling up on the cross burnings at the rallies. We having a barbecue. I ain't worried about no fake disease.
Wait, seriously though? Like when I was in Mississippi, I was masked up. I literally wear 3 masks now, and I had masks and all that stuff like that at the time. And my older relatives, I'm like, I'll just stand outside and I just want to say hi to you. I want to see you. They were like, get in here and give me a hug. I was like, I said, I playing. Like, I'm sure I have some stuff on me. And they was like, not caring at all.
I'm telling you, I'm convinced it's a whole different like
Country
water system down there. It's something below below the Mason-Dixon line water, it hit different.
I think I might have figured it out though, because you just said the water. And when I was down there, every house I went to, they're like, you want some sweet tea? So that's what it be. Sweet tea, and that is what's messing them up. Like, that's what it is. But also, never mind.
What? No, say it.
Because I know people in Pennsylvania that be partying too.
What?
I mean, Atlanta, and like some of them,
and a lot of them. And let's be clear, we can't put everything on Atlanta because a lot of them is people from here in Pennsylvania, Philly area, running y'all asses right down to Atlanta, so it can be blamed on them and Miami. I don't think they're going to Mississippi and Texas.
Ain't nobody. Well, no, they're definitely going to Houston.
Oh yeah. Well, what's happening in Houston lately?
Well, right now, last month they didn't have anything because they were like dealing with ice age. But
yeah,
while we haven't been on, Bow Wow's been performing out there and they've been packing out clubs. Houston is like kind of lit. Like people go.
Yeah, you're right. Did Cruz come back from? Did he reschedule his trip to Cancun since everything blew over and the water's back on?
You know that. Now, Ted Cruz, I do want to round with though. Like, I want to fight him because like these people were literally on Instagram boiling snow so that they can have water in their house, and he's like, my daughters wanted to go to Cancun to they were out of school, so of course they were out of school. We're in the midst of a pandemic, and the school's under foot of snow. Of course they were out of school, and he's like, yeah, they wanted to escape the bad weather, so I took them down to Mexico.
Yeah, you want to. Okay, so this is the problem. Don't be mad at me. Yeah, I'm Ted Cruz. But don't be mad at me because I've been blessed with the finances to get up and move. And I don't want to be stuck here in the struggle with y'all. I'm a public servant, but my job is not to always serve the public. Like, I have to serve, it's my family first. And I had to get them on the flight to Cancun and make sure they were safe. And you know what? While we were down there, we rented the villa. So we just decided to ask a couple of neighbors if they wanted to go.
If Ted Cruz got all this money to do whatever he wants to do, why his body look like that?
He better go see Santana. Who got Santana body together?
Someone asked me if I was having a virtual wedding.
At this point, do we even know?
It's always the people who be hookah Philadelphia that wants to ask you what you're doing virtually. It's amazing to me. Like, that is incredible.
All in your business. Because they want to know will they have the hookahs on location at the wedding, or if it's going to be changed to local or virtual, he has to make sure he has the hookah at the house.
I'm not changing nothing. If y'all out there going to Atlanta, y'all going to Texas, y'all are doing what y'all want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I wish I would because of the coronavirus. Look, I can go get some sweet tea. I'll be fine.
I just want to say, shout out, hey, everybody in the comments. My boy Daniel is in here. I did see you in there. Wave Daniel real quick so everybody can see who it's you. This man, he's from England, and he gave me the best tea recipe that just held me down all pneumonia long. So Daniel, my London brother, you were with me on this couch, ugly, hurting, not really stinking because I did still shower, but that tea, thank God. Yes, you guys see him, the Daniel Thomas UK. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I still actually sip on it till this day. And if you guys want to know what it is, you having a little cold or something, Daniel, can I give him the recipe? I know you said it's your mama's recipe, but we got to heal Black people around the world. But I'm sure you won't mind. It was a lemon peel, cinnamon, fresh ginger root, boil that up all together, and then you go ahead and you put some like peppermint tea on it, and then a lot of times I would mix it with what was the other tea? Turmeric tea. So God, it was a godsend. So if you guys have just regular bronchial stuff, if you have asthma, bronchitis, anything, that tea, a regular cold, that tea is life. So get you some. Thank you so much, Daniel.
How much sugar you put in it?
No, I don't do that. I ain't like you and your cousins. Y'all niggas can't drink nothing that ain't sweet.
I wish I would get some tea and not put a couple scoops of sugar in it.
Sugar? First of all, why are you not even using honey?
Honey, I might put that in there too.
Look, and Daniel said only use fresh ingredients. If that's just throwing a shit ton of sugar, ain't nothing fresh, they gonna be looking in the store, well, where the tea at?
But you did mention the UK, so I think this is a pretty good time to transition.
Let's get into it. All right.
When we first speak of the UK, we can't not speak of them without mentioning Megxit and Quills, which Latoya is wearing a Megxit and Quills original t-shirt today.
Yes, I am. And guess what? Getting ready, because this is how I'm going to be watching. My cousins, Meghan and Harry, and Auntie, well, she don't like to be called Auntie, but in this regard, she going to get called Auntie. Auntie Oprah.
Y'all still like Oprah like that?
You know it's a love-hate relationship. As long as she keeps throwing, we talked about this before, as long as Auntie Oprah keeps throwing the checks through my little mail slot, we good. Pull up at the barbecue. We good, Auntie.
Hey, Oprah.
You must ain't get your check last week.
I did not get no check
month.
last week. I didn't actually. Last person outside of work who gave me a check was Donald J. Trump.
Well, don't worry, because the Biden check is coming soon, and he need to hurry the fuck up, because I need my Biden phone. Okay, we could digress. Let's get back to it. I need a new phone. Shit. Give me my damn Biden phone. Okay. Are we watching? What are your thoughts on this? You started off, Dex. Go ahead.
Well, I think that she did a bad job with that. I think that she went in and was talking very negatively about the royal family, and I don't think that was necessary. I just was watching it. I'm just like, wow, is this really how you feel? Like, is this really how you're going to play this? And then he was just sitting there the whole time, not even really saying anything and letting his family and whatnot. I was just, I couldn't even finish it.
You didn't even finish it. Well, what you finished? Did it air yet?
Oh, it didn't air yet?
Yeah, because according to some of the some people, I gotta share that video too. It was these people in London, these beautiful Londonese babies. But they're known for creating fake interviews with people. So they were able to create a coup and have real correspondence from the royal family speak to them. Clear as day said, hey, we want to give you some statements after seeing the video, but even though the documentary hasn't aired, so what you say right here, we just want something air as soon as the documentary goes off. Took the check. They said, yeah, I'll talk about it. How you gonna comment on something that you haven't seen yet?
No idea what you're talking about. You did not see it. You don't even know if Harry's going to be sitting next to her. You don't know nothing about this interview at all besides that it's happening. It's the two of them and it's Oprah. And you just lied. You lied and you got paid for it. At the beginning of the clip that Toy's talking about, they mentioned to them, you guys obviously haven't seen this yet, so it's just your speculation. It was fine at the beginning because they were saying what they think she's going to talk about. Mm-hmm. Then they moved on to it and talked very specifically about things that happened in the interview that you did not see. And I'm just like, how did you come up with that? The one lady was like, how did you feel? They was like, how did you feel about her conversation about the royal family? Oh, she shouldn't have done that. I didn't think she should have done that. And it's like, How do you know that she did? Why?
Is this the same woman? She said, Megan, she's just one of those type of women that just likes to be heard. Bitch, are we all running around the world with muzzles on? Like the fuck? Who the fuck don't want to be heard?
Yep. To me, like, I think it's one of those things that we're very, as a society, very guilty of judging stuff before we know anything about it. But like to go publicly and even get paid for it, or I don't know if they actually got paid, but they negotiated.
No, they got paid. The guy, yeah, I watched the video. He said they got paid for it.
To do that and negotiate what you want to get paid for and then get up there and lie, I think that's a problem with media.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that that's a problem with people who are mental. Like, you got to watch this stuff, especially with reviews and stuff. It's like, y'all trash sometimes with this.
And then here's another thing is, like, all of a sudden, now that they're going to do the sit down with their Auntie Oprah or Grandma Oprah, whoever, where was all this Megan is a horrible person then? I just find it not very believable when prior to her and Harry getting together, I haven't heard one bad interview with people like who had known Megan, who had worked with their colleagues, friends. There was no Megan shade anywhere except for her scamming ass daddy and her. And I'm gonna say it again. I know y'all probably gonna be mad at me, but I was happy they was white because our cousin Junebug and them, Junebug challenging them, and Peanut and Ray Ray, we used to doing the dumb shit in the news. So this was the one time where I was just happy that the ratchet side of her family was the white side and not us, because y'all know we get coined for this shit all the time. But anywho.
No, like I think let's get loud. No, I agree. I thought that was important for us to bring up. It does air tonight on CBS. If you guys are interested, check it out. And then kind of get an opinion on it based on that. And
yeah,
it's really
Daniel or anybody else who's in London right now. Did the Queen already do her speech prior to the airing?
What's she doing a speech for? Also, shout out.
Supposedly the speech is going to be to hi Just Ralph baby. Supposedly the speech is asking to bring unity together. Y'all really think are we about to go into World War III? Like, I'm confused. Is this relationship and marriage about to topple the aristocracy? Because let's be clear, they don't have any real power anyway. Like,
I think it's one of those things they're nervous about what she may say, or what they may say, or what they may reveal. And honestly, I bet you watch it, and I don't think they're going to do all that. Like, I think they're going to just have a very normal interview. I really don't think they're trying to take it.
No.
Also, shout out to San Bernardino, California.
Oh, hey, what's going on? I used to live San Bernardino, you know where Paris, because my family lived in San Bernardino. I went to Paris High School. Hey, fam, what up? Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, but I'm like, y'all are definitely trying to get ahead of this story. So now I'm going to be tuned in even more because I want to know what really happened. But let's be clear. It's like, I was thinking about this earlier today. The royal family, like, y'all are ghetto. Yeah, so Daniel said, to my knowledge, the Queen was going to address it. So it's supposed to come before it airs, bringing unity. But y'all ghetto, we all ghetto. Like, y'all live in public housing. Y'all got kids, they never leave the damn home. They sitting there, they feel entitled. Like, it's time for y'all skeletons to come out y'all closet like our ghetto cousins and them.
I think, though, if this was me and I'm in anybody's position in this situation, I don't feel the need to ever defend myself. I will only feel the need to defend myself for two reasons. One, if I actually did something wrong and I know I need to get in front of it before this person exposes me. Or two, that's about me that I disagree with. So, like, I would probably wait until the interview airs and then I will respond to what's being said. But trying to
exactly
before, to me, just seems a little suspicious.
Yes. Wait, Mrs. DMB1 said Rich and Ratchet. We about to get the soap opera together. Cause y'all up there eating spotted dick, whatever the hell that is, no one dressed the Commonwealth, not the interview. Talk about it. Hello. It's about the people.
So it looks like you want to talk about the Commonwealth in general, but not the interview. But it just seems a little suspicious, the timing of it, when the interview's there and then you're gonna do this. I'm sure it could have been a thing that's planned. It could have been a coincidence.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And the real test will be after it airs and while it's on, because if anybody on that team is like our ex-fearless leader, Donald Trump, Get them Twitter fingers ready.
You think
They love getting on the Twitters.
you think the Queen is going to be tweeting about this?
She gonna have one of them people on there, not her. She gonna have one of them people, definitely. What they saying? Remember our two co-workers? They used to be like that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. That lady would never want to get on. You get on social media. Let me see. Pull it up. Don't you got your own page?
Pull it up. Let me see. And then they both had their own pages too, which we learned later on. Just one.
So you know how the Queen is. Sometimes the older you get them, our elders, they don't feel like all that mess, but they still want to know the tea.
But speaking of, though, wanting to know, I saw one of the comments address this, and I've been dying to know your thoughts on it too. I hope I'm not jumping ahead, but coming to America too. What did you think? Did she freeze? Did she freeze?
I'm not going to do this. The Queen's interview was already scheduled, which is why the palace were pissed at the timing of the interview. Oh, so it's a chess match. Okay, we'll see where this goes. Coming to America too. Y'all know me, I have to be real all the time. I did think that it overall was funny. There were some misses. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that it was a 10, a 20 over the Richter scale, off the Richter scale when it comes to it. But overall, I thought it was a really good watch. I loved the back and forth to where how they played, like they showed the clips of the old movie and would play it into how you understood how he got the woman pregnant. Leslie, this is the funniest I've ever seen her. I'm pretty much a Leslie fan after this point. Not that I was not a total fan. Like, I appreciate your work and you're a funny woman, but to me, I didn't like really connect with her. I felt like this might have been the first mainstream role for her where she really just kind of had a comfort level. So there was some misses. I can't do that. Be like, oh my God, it was great, amazing. I loved every moment of it, because there were some, but it did pick up. The funny picked up when they got to the America part. I did appreciate the midnight train to Zamunda.
But I don't want to give like a spoiler, so we have to, that's a good.
Well, shit, if y'all ain't seen it this way, it ain't happening.
Today's Sunday. What do you mean? I might watch it.
Well, what y'all been doing all weekend? It's been cold here.
Now you like those people on Facebook. People on Facebook. If
you ain't see it now, you're not a fan.
People on Facebook were like on Friday. Actually, I watched it on Thursday night. People on Facebook on Thursday night, Friday morning would start talking about the movie, and I'm like, people ain't even out for work yet. Why are you talking about the movie already?
Well, if it's something you want to see, stay your ass off social media. That's the unspoken rule.
I loved it actually, and I don't. Yeah, and I don't watch comedies. I don't watch comedies because I feel like comedies are movies where you don't have any expectations for. And I like to go into a movie I like to watch a horror movie because I want to be scared. Mm-hmm. Watch a thriller because I want to think. I like to watch a drama because I want to feel it.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a comedy, the only thing I want to do is laugh at it. Like, I don't really have much tied into that. To me, it's like, that's what this was. Like, I had no expectations for the movie. My only, I guess, complaint about the movie was that there were too many cameos, and like there are so many people where it was in this movie, and I was excited to see them, but like they didn't do much of anything or talk. Like Garcelle Bouvier, Nancy from Jamie Foxx show, was in this movie, and I remember watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they were like, "Oh, she's not here today because she's filming Coming to America." She didn't talk.
Well, her main role, she didn't talk. She was just one of the flower bearers.
Why you couldn't be at work on the Beverly?
Shut up! Because she had to go get her Coming to America legacy coin. Don't do this.
That to me, that was just kind of a miss. Like, to see something like that, and then like you had other people who I love, and I was excited to see them in the film, not really talk at all.
I hear you.
Like, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. This person didn't really do too much, whatever. But like a lot of them, it's kind of like, why are they even here? Now, I will say though that all the original people that they brought back in, I think they did them all justice. But
they definitely did.
Lisa's sister wasn't in the movie though.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's just gone, or not gone as deceased, but maybe she's like, that's just not my life anymore. But I did notice that she wasn't there. I'm not gonna. I'm partial. You know, Lunella is my girl. I wanted her to speak more.
Dang,
Like, I was like,
I
well,
think the cameo stuff with Lunel, because like
yeah,
I'm really excited to see her, and like she was funny in the scene that she did.
yes, she was.
But like I would have wanted to explore. For example, in this movie, Lunel is supposed to be Leslie's sister. You would never
Yeah.
know that based on what you saw, and that's what I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
As far as like I would have wanted those characters explored more, but overall, I think they did a really good job with it. I think the funeral. I think the one scene, sorry, was a really, really, really good scene, and like the movie overall did a lot of amazing calls to our culture, to Black culture.
Yes, it did.
Really good job of. People were saying it shouldn't have been 30 years later, but I think the 30 years thing made it better because there were certain things that they talked about and they did in this movie that wouldn't make any sense. Well, you wouldn't even think about 30 years ago. They made a joke. They talked about being like a transgender or somebody who like changes, from male to female. You would never address that 30 years ago. And the fact that we're doing that now is cool. And I think there's a lot of women empowerment in there. I think
yes, it was. It was great. The only one other thing that I did when James Earl Jones, when he passed, that was the only where I was like, well, did that just happen?
I thought that was kind of funny. The way they did.
It just came out of nowhere.
Well,
and I'm like, y'all just going party still?
Well, I tell you, like you don't know how they behave in Zamunda. You've never been there before. So you don't know.
In my mind, I've spent 30 years traveling there through the television in my mind. So, and I think that's why, because I feel like people, if you were super invested into this, you were like, but of course, so many things change, a completely different production company. But for what it was, that movie was amazing. I, for one, am looking forward to more Eddie Murphy projects to come up about.
So the last thing I'll say is a lot of people who did complain about it, they did say that they wish there was more Eddie in the movie. I think that trying to pay a service to the movie itself and not really make it about him, and that's the reason why you didn't see a lot of him. And then someone here, how do we feel about the conversation turning into date rape? Because this is a spoiler alert, but they're saying the story is basically that Leslie's character got Eddie Murphy high and had sex with him and he had a baby. I don't equate that to date rape.
No, can y'all stop? Please stop. Are they trying to hit it with the cancel culture?
Well, yeah. But I think based on, if you watch the movie, it was kind of a situation where his friend went up to the girl and was like, hey, my friend wants to talk to you. And the friend was, she assumed, she's assuming that he's game for it, which he kind of.
Yes.
She went to his house. They were sitting down there. It was kind of obvious that it was going to happen.
We might want to stop here thinking about this. What?
Huh?
I might want to stop. You said, because you know how they get. Because you said it was kind of obvious. That's what we.
Well, like my friend is clearly going to go have sex with your friend.
And she was game.
And this girl is sitting on my couch and we're flirting. Well, she's flirting with me and I'm kind of flirting back with her too. I think it would have happened whether they had the weed or not. I think the reason that they introduced the weed or the drugs into this is because they wanted to make it like he wouldn't remember, like he was under the influence of something. Like that's
well, we know that that's a real cause because we have. I mean, at least me, it's more than hours. It's years at this point. Years of hours invested in Maury. And all they always say when it happens, I didn't know, I was drunk. I was passed, I was high.
Well,
I didn't have sex with that bitch.
This would have been his first time getting high too. So,
exactly.
The story that they were given, she literally was just like, okay, I'll have sex with your friend. And don't act like that's not a real thing. When people are
in
public and somebody has a friend for their friend, they're like, do you want to mess with my friend? They'll say yes or no. We're not gonna. And I wasn't passed out because he recalled the whole story. He said a wild beast jumped on me. He was going through the motions of what
happened. I was dreaming. I fell asleep, and that's what happened.
Like, come on.
Yeah. But it gets to this point, like with some people, can we just have a good time, guys. Like, and it's funny because shit like that, like now that they're saying like the date break thing, that's why Eddie has been such a, like, I don't want to say recluse, but because he's not like crazy, but has stepped away from comedy for so long because of everybody in their damn feelings when it comes to the smallest thing. And let's be clear, it's written for comedy. That's what it's for. So come on, y'all, with the damn cancel shit. Stop. Everything is not about rape culture. Like, and then it's clearly, it was a sign of the times back in the 80s. They was dipping and doing it within the Wendy Williams voice. Ask your mammies.
I think that's just a bit much to go into, and I think date rape is something that's very serious. And I think when we throw the movie comedies and stuff like that, in the sense of trying to say, like, look, they did this, I think people start to take it less serious when it happens in real life, and I don't want that to be a thing.
Exactly. So sometimes you just got to go ahead and put things in its box. But yes, Megxit and Quills, hey baby, she says she's going to watch it again. I am definitely will be watching it again because I feel like you kind of watched it the first time, and then it's like, okay, now I have to watch it a second time to really take everything in. And trust me, I still think that Eddie released that early on purpose, because I had sent you stuff earlier in the day where it was the New York something News Today and then the Hollywood Insider. And the two reviews that I saw, they basically ripped it.
Yeah.
And Eddie basically said, I feel like Eddie said, y'all not going to do this to my shit. Put it out. Let my people go. No, let them give their real opinion of the movie. Because let's be clear, a lot of the jokes and the comedy outside of us, a lot of people aren't going to understand it because you're not part of the actual culture. You don't have to be. You could be involved and get it, but you don't.
That's funny you said that because I have a friend who's he's of the culture, but he's not in the culture, whatever. He understands it, but he's like, oh, I didn't like it. And I said to him simply, you know who Gladys Knight is? He said, no. I said, yeah, well.
That's why you don't. And it's okay. There's people out there that think Seinfeld is the most amazing fucking show in the world. I beg to differ. It's not like, and I do like Jerry Seinfeld. I like his comedy. But Seinfeld, it just never did it for me. And it's okay. But just because it doesn't do it for me doesn't mean I'm going to trash it and be like, oh, that is bullshit. That movie was horrible. The fuck? It's all these people telling me that Seinfeld is an amazing fucking show. Well, I guess it fucking is for the people who can relate to it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Makeup Junkie Girl says she saw it 7 times. You got me beat. I saw it 2.5 times. I watched it twice, and I was attempting to watch it again, but I got distracted. But I'm catching up to you, though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say 7 times shit, but
more than once. I literally had this thing. Now, the last movie I watched multiple times was the Power Rangers in like 2016.
Yeah. Which was a really good movie, by the way.
So I watched that.
It was.
But yeah, I generally don't watch movies more than once. So I did watch this more than one time. So.
Okay, yeah, no, I definitely have to go back in and give it a little gander again. Let's go. No, okay. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Philadelphia. Oh, real quick. Did you guys see what was going on with the interview with Matthew Knowles?
I hate him.
And his thoughts on Chloe and Halle?
I don't like him. And you know what's crazy? Like, I am a really big fan of Chloe and Halle now. I don't know much about them before, but over the pandemic, like, those are my girls now. Like, I really, really like them. And, like, Chloe's doing this. First off, their music is great, too. I would say that Ungodly Hour.
It is. It's
really good, and I listen to it. And, like movies, I don't really revisit a lot of albums like that, but I listen to songs off of that a lot. And then do her own image stuff, and she started to do, like, the Busted Challenge and all that stuff, and she started getting a lot of attention, which I think is fine. She's a young girl. Like, I don't understand why we're trying to police these girls' bodies. But then they asked Matthew Knowles, who's the father of Beyonce, like, people are saying that Chloe's a baby Beyonce. What do you think? He goes, she what? Who said? Who would be foolish enough to say that she is anything like Beyonce? Beyonce? Please. And
my daughter, my baby, the one who I raised, the one who, if it wasn't for the Matthew Knowles, there wouldn't be a Destiny's Child, the one who gave up my Fortune 500 comfy job position to create on the level of Barbara Streisand. That's what you're saying is the comparison to my loins, the fruit of my loins.
No one's saying that she is Beyonce or that she sings or dances or does anything like Beyonce. They're just saying like you can see the potential in this young girl, which I think that you can. I don't think that that's far-fetched, and I really think that that's a fair comparison because Beyonce manages the girl. Beyonce discovered the girl. So like, why would you not think that? Like, I think Matthew's upset because he doesn't have a part in the Chloe and Halle situation.
Yes,
that's why he's
definitely. Well, we don't know. He could. We really don't.
There's no way he doesn't would say something like that. Like, that's crazy.
Well, don't say that because Beyonce his daughter, and he done told us that she can't read.
When he's
so we know what
he's mad at her when she wants him, then he does that, of course. But on normal, he does stuff like this, like. Beyonce, who's stupid enough to say that?
It's my daughter. I can say what I want to say. Now, them girls, what's their names again? Chloe and Halle, them girls are good, but they not my baby. And don't you compare them.
I just think that's so terrible. Like, ugh.
He is so fucking... I love Matthew Knowles, though, but he's so rude and ignorant. You couldn't just say, like, you know what, the girls are great and I want their best success. I want them to have all the success in the world, and knowing that my baby girl, Beyonce, is behind it, I'm sure it will be nothing but a good future for them.
Yeah.
But not him.
I'm not familiar with what happened, but Megan Cole said she wants to give a shout out to _Simone from RuPaul's Drag Race for the
Oh, thank you, Megxit. Oh,
what happened?
In quills, child. Okay, we'll get to. Okay, I guess we'll do it now. So, you know, RuPaul's Drag Race. So, if you guys, I mean, especially if you've been stuck during quarantine, everybody who's anybody knows who Tabitha Brown is. So she's the. All right, so you, RuPaul, your name is Ru.
Listen, the thing is,
okay, Ru. So actually, I'll be Simone. I'll be the drag queen, and then you'll, because this will be easy for you, and then you'll just be RuPaul. So, okay, I'm coming now, and you know how drag queens go. Everybody's just all.
So, do I need a prop?
No, because you're the judge. You're the judge.
Well, I'm
okay.
I know, like, no.
What you got? Do you got a feather boa in the house? Is there something like? What do you have?
I don't have anything. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll be RuPaul. Okay, cool.
Okay, so let me try to readjust my camera. So I'll walk in the room. I'm gonna walk in the room all fabulous. I gave you my Tabitha Brown wig and the big fro, and I'm just giving you energy. Hi, Ru. Hi, all the judges. I am here. You all know me. It is Miss Tabitha Brown. And y'all know what? If you haven't heard about her, I'm sure you've heard the tagline, because that's your business. So yes, Tabitha Brown. Ru, what do you think of my look?
Okay, you have a look. Okay, it's not Beyonce. You think you're Beyonce? Who's foolish enough to think that you're Beyonce?
Now, Ru, ain't nobody come over here and say nothing about no Beyonce. That was the last segment we was talking about her daddy. Sorry, so we're in this segment right now.
Sorry,
so
wrong segment.
Tabitha Brown, you know her, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Does he know her? I've never heard of this person before. I don't know what this is.
No, you're still RuPaul.
You know who she is?
Apparently not.
Oh, RuPaul. Sorry, I'm not.
Ruth said, well, I don't know that person. She ain't famous.
Well, I guess.
Excuse me.
I guess I really am RuPaul because I've never heard of this person before.
Ruth sat up there and said, what? I sent you the story earlier this morning. You don't be paying attention to me. I be in the know, and you be like, get out of here. That's because I be home, lonely, nothing to do, recovering from pneumonia. But what made it even better is because it was Tabitha's response to it. And just off of that response alone, Guys, please go check it out, because if you are not a fan of her now or know who she is now, you should know after that response. Because she got on, she did a little video, and she said, listen, it ain't no beat. That's okay. Now, I love RuPaul. I have watched RuPaul all of my life. But everybody don't know who I am, baby. It's okay. I'm still a fan. If you don't know who I am, that's fine. But there is no drama here whatsoever. I'm just thankful that Simone chose to highlight me on that show. That woman can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm just like, give her a show now. Now, now, now. You are such a hater. I can't stand you. You'll never want to see nobody win.
You know, I literally will watch anything. Like my TV will lock into anything, and I have no issues with anybody and what they choose to do. But that's one of the, I just can't. I wouldn't be able to get into that.
What?
Ain't about RuPaul.
Tabitha or RuPaul show?
Both. Like I don't think RuPaul's funny. I really only watch stuff if I think people are funny, and RuPaul's not funny to me. Y'all think RuPaul's funny?
Well, it's less about being funny, more about just being fabulous. RuPaul is fabulous, sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, but you're not going to disrespect the legend.
Like his level of fabulous is not what I'd be looking for. Like
Well, I mean, you like throwing on heels? Are you going to Atlanta throwing on heels? No. Then he started the whole empire, making them Atlanta girls comfortable in them heels. Santana. If it wasn't for Ru, we wouldn't have no Santana.
It's probably not a bad thing. I'm entertained by Santana, though. I will say that, but I think I'm entertained by somebody like Santana because he takes himself serious, but we don't take him serious. Well, RuPaul, like, it's somebody you actually take serious, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, for the art and the culture, like, but yeah, definitely, that is correct. Somebody, Megxit said the Simone did say their names on the runway. Okay, so I guess she still didn't get it after that. But yeah, a Lady 8 Lady T4 said, but Tabitha Brown is the sweetest individual. She is. Like, she's just somebody that you want her to be your best friend, your cousin, your auntie. Like, when Tabitha comes around, you're going to have a good time. So maybe you and Ru should wake up and start watching what the culture is really into, okay?
I'm almost out of water. I almost did a gallon.
You thirsty ass. You and Ru sipping, and y'all both like to play somebody just because y'all don't know who they are. You really are, Ru.
I hate when I talk to Toya and like I'm not interested in something. She makes me watch it. Like if I go watch like this RuPaul show and I'm gonna be pissed because I'm not gonna like it. I'm like, now look at me.
No, you don't have to watch RuPaul. You have to watch Tabitha though. Okay. And she's vegan. Ain't you trying to get skinny? Somebody just said that. Ain't you trying to get skinny, Dad?
Tabitha Brown is the vegan on Facebook.
Yes. And go watch her. And you better support her.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't do that. You better watch her, and don't be sitting there calling up Ru, talking about, boy, I don't know what.
Okay, deal.
Boy, I didn't know who she was neither.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll watch Tabitha Brown stuff if you watch wrestling this week, and we can talk about things that we both like. Comes on tomorrow.
I'll watch. You know, every now and again I'll turn it on, but I can't watch the whole thing in its entirety because I'm like, what the hell is going on with this shit, Dexter? Also wanted to get into cancel culture.
Okay.
Let's bring back on that. What do you think about the Dr. Seuss books being canceled?
So what I've heard is that they're canceled books because there's like racial innuendos about African Americans and also Asian Americans, and I do think though that like racism is one of those things that people do learn when they're really young. So if we are putting in children's books, I don't actually know the books that they were talking about. I've never heard of those books. I've actually only heard of like The Cat in the Hat and like Redfish, Bluefish, Green Eggs and Ham. I think that's probably it for Dr. Seuss. So if they're just going to pull select books that are offensive to people that don't fit into society, I think that's okay. I don't think any cancel culture situation. I think that the foundation of Dr. Seuss on their own should just say, you know what, these books definitely don't represent what the country looks like right now. This was good at the time, but it's not good now. Let's just pull it down. And I think honestly, there are things that we watch today that in 10, 20 years from now may not be good, and I'm okay
Yes.
down too.
But here's the thing, like, I just don't understand. Not green eggs and niggas.
Well, I mean,
but like, so basically what you said, I don't understand the big issue, the whole Dr. Seuss company as a whole, the cat and the coon.
they like things like that. I don't know what's wrong with them. This is your friend too. I don't know what's wrong. He's crazy.
So the people at Dr. Seuss decided they don't want to have the cat and the coon on their registry anymore. So what is the problem? They decided, it wasn't like they were bullied into like take it off or what? Really? But when the internet is going to come after you, the company as a whole decided, like, you know what, we probably didn't see it before because who knows who's working there. But you know what? We made a conscious decision, take it down. Why are y'all mad about this?
And then if you didn't want to take it down, I think instead of being upset about it, maybe recommend like changing it. Like do a re-release of the book that fits today.
Mm-hmm.
And someone mentioned, are we going to cancel Disney too? I think Disney has a very long history of a lot of racial things that have happened.
Yes.
Same thing could apply to them. Like redo it. There is a ride in Disney World or Disneyland or something like that that they said was offensive at some point, and they're around to fit something else that's more modern day society, which I think is commendable.
Yeah, I'm like, if you guys want to revise it, you don't have to just take everything away, but just revise it and update it to today's standard. What are we thinking about? Are we going to cancel JT from the City Girls or no?
I'm gonna leave it alone. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, like, for me, like, when I first saw the story, there was a girl who had cancer, and she reached out to JT, like, oh, I'm a big fan of yours. Like, I would really love for you to give me a call or something like that. And I guess she responded to it, was like, oh, I'm going to give you a call, and never did it. But then I don't know what happened. I'm confused at this part as to, like, what happened next. Did the person harass you? Because then they were like, her fans are harassing them, but it's like, why? Like, what happened there?
Yeah.
Blocked the girl, and then she posted something like F y'all and that girl. And then her and Uzi are now.
After she knew that it was the girl who had cancer, the fan.
Well, she did another video where she said, I would never talk like that about somebody who has cancer, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, I'm confused as to what's actually going on. And for me, it's one of those things where it's like, there's too much confusion, and I just don't want to have any parts to it.
Yes. So this is what so at first, I really do think that she had that, I think because people were trying to give her an out on social media, just reading some of the comments. Like, she wasn't talking about her. She was talking about the other girl, and it came across she had cancer. But if that was the case, why wouldn't JT just get ahead of it and say that's what it was? For me, it kind of looks like you allowed your fan base to create a narrative that might not necessarily be there, because the girl, the girl who has cancer, she basically said it. She was like, yeah, this is me. This happened. Followed up with, yeah, she blocked me, and that, like, you had ample time to really kind of iron out like that disruption. They didn't have to go that far. So the fact that you just decided to double down, go on live, then you want to get mad because people are dragging you to hell, and rightfully so, then you want to say, well, I wasn't talking about her, with somebody else. Well, why are you getting so angry about it? Be an adult. But I really do think this is when this younger generation, and even us, we need to start like putting people's shit out there and like saying enough is enough. Yes, this is the generation of trolls, but the generations of trolls, there should be limitations to it. And when you're dealing with somebody who is a fan of yours, and let's be clear, you would be nothing if you did not have these fans. Who the fuck would care? So as a people, when do we just say, like, we start holding these artists that we've made celebrities, When do we start holding them accountable? Because it's a lot of accountability talk going on here, but come on now, in the world right now.
I just think that like you have to pick and choose when you do. I mean, you can't pick and choose when you do it. Like you can't choose to say like I'm gonna hold the person accountable after because I've made them famous after it's done. These are these are the kind of things that you need to do right off the bat. Like this isn't the first off, you made JT of the City Girls famous. At one point she was in jail and we were celebrating her and buying her music and talking about it. And like a lot of their music isn't even the greatest music, but we still celebrate.
It's hooker, whore, hood rap music. I like it. I do. So, but let's be clear. You're not changing the world. You're not no damn Maya Angelou.
But we can't get to a point where we're saying, I want you to be held accountable now when we've never held these people accountable before. Like at some point, like when these people first come out, your first offense, that's what I think. It's kind of like, look, we need to hold you accountable right then and right there. And we don't do that, and we've never done that specifically with them. We've never done that.
Nope.
Let's not try to do it now. Like it's kind of one of those things. We've created these monsters. Same thing with like Bow Wow and all these other people that just feel like they can say whatever they want. They feel this way because they've done this all their lives and all their careers. Like we can't pick and choose when we're going to hold people accountable. And like Roland Ray, somebody just mentioned, they said JT's not even Roland Ray. And
she not.
I think he's another one that we never wanted to hold accountable. And then he started to do things and say things that were just like, are you kidding me? And like he
got his
that's
karma.
That's God holding him accountable, but not us, because we're the same people who let him do that and say that stuff, and we're still laughing at Roland Ray.
Well, let's be clear, we did laugh at that man getting burnt up like that.
Not with. We're laughing at Roland Ray.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Like
But so should we be laughing at JT then to let her know, like, you're a clown? Why would you do that? There has to be some type of ramification.
We can if we would like to do that, but at the same time, though, that's not holding somebody accountable. If you laugh at
that's true. But then it's like to play devil's advocate also. Everybody is young. We make mistakes. And it's okay. We all have done some crazy shit. But if somebody is telling you something, this is not right, you have to say something. Dexter, shut the hell up.
Because like me being young and making mistakes are not. I never made fun of anybody with like a disease that could kill.
Yeah.
A mistake is maybe doing some things and saying some things that are inappropriate. Laughing at somebody, talking about you block somebody, all that stuff with somebody who has cancer. I don't care how old you are. You just know that that's not okay.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. But at moments like this is when it's up to the public to say enough is enough. Because she went on the live, and they was just on there hyping her up. And this was people that it's like, really? Y'all doing this? Like, y'all still are team JT when she basically hurt the shit out of a girl with cancer. There has to be boundaries. And apparently, bitch, since you don't know that the line was crossed, okay, we're here to tell you the line was crossed.
I will say she went on that live yesterday, and I sent it to you because I thought she was actually going to address it. And the next thing I knew, she was playing Ashanti. I was entertained but stunned at the same time.
Y'all, and they still gonna be Team JT, and this is the problem.
But what's scary?
This is the problem.
A public figure can do something like that, and you see it, and you don't have an issue with that. That means you don't have an issue doing that yourself.
Exactly. And then when it happens, and then if it does happen to you, keep that same energy you had when you were doing it to somebody else. Remember that, because God don't like ugly. And like Ray said, it's karma. Megson and Quill said, "Who's Roland Ray?" Don't worry, baby, ain't nobody.
You don't know who Roland Ray's the most famous boy in the wheelchair. Don't go to his page though, because it's a lot going on there.
That last Chipotle post.
Leave him.
If I was Chipotle, I would have said, take that fucking shit down. You will not put my product on there and put my name. You know how to select them designers when they don't be one design for certain people, and they be looking at you like, all right, well, I'll take the money and I'll go ahead, but don't tell nobody it's my dress. That's what Chipotle should have did with that damn post, because that was just I was appalled by that.
Wait, why does everybody know who Roland Ray is? Looking Crystal Ball said it's nothing. That's what he be saying too.
That Chipotle wasn't given what was supposed to be gave, okay? But that's how he like it. Megson, go look up it's a good time. It is a good time over there. I'm not going to hold you.
Before we go, 8 Lady T wants to know, how did he get burned?
You tell the story. You told us so great last time.
Oh. I'll just briefly say, like, basically, Roland Ray's in a wheelchair, so he can move his upper body, but he can't move his lower body. And he was smoking a cigarette. He lit a cigarette and dropped it on his legs or on the bed. He was sitting on the bed and he dropped the cigarette, and it caught on. The fire attacked him. And like that was it. Like that's it.
But what was he wearing when he had?
He had on 10 years younger. Jay, no, that's you, Jay Ryder. Guys, Jay Ryder events. I mean, he be out in these streets, but Jay life, guys. Like,
listen, we're just trying to keep up with Jay Ryder out here. He had a dream. Jay, you are the dream. And as soon as COVID is out the way for me, I'm going to head down to the spot. So you let me know where the party is and we'll be down there. We coming, Jay. So what was Ray, what did he have on when the fire attacked him?
His Ivy Park tracksuit that Beyonce sent him and a wig. And the wig actually caught. That's what gave him burns, serious burns to his face. And all this thing happened a week after him and Santana and Carisha from the City Girls got into it.
Yeah.
He told her to go dig up her baby father. So after all this happened, he was addressing that, and he was like, people were saying this is karma for me saying that. Ain't no karma. There's not no karma for me.
Karma could have been me eating a hot bowl of oodles and noodles and it fell on my leg.
He said that. And then a week or so later after that, he had a seizure. He's still alive too. He's
still alive.
I'm just saying, like, you still want to acknowledge that, like, this could be karma for what you did, and he act like it's not true.
We out here. New feature coming out. I love how he posts that same song that he did like 3 years ago every now and again. People love doing that. What is up with that? It was a couple more things. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still like a little cloudy headed, so I'm not as in sync as I normally am from topic to topic, but there are a few more things I wanted to mention. When did we become, Philly has always been like a force to be reckoned with. When did we become Gotham City, though?
Around the time where Meek Mill declared Philadelphia the new Iraq. This was about 2011, 10, 11. Ever since then, I've noticed that Philadelphia has become a different breed of people.
Hey, Patty. Hi, honey bunny.
Hey, Miss Dax.
Yeah. What? Okay, so recently, I don't know why. Bank robbing has always been a thing. But recently here in Philly, I don't know if people are it's desperation, or y'all are bored, or you just decided one morning, I'm going to wake up and I need some money. Most people decide to go to work or get a little scam, might be out on the street and hustle. Philly gets up and says, we're going to go to the most obvious bank in one of the most recognizable streets in the Philadelphia area, in North Philly, and we're going to rob it. One person.
I think when I see the bank robbery stuff, I should get nervous. I feel bad because that is not something, like you said, like that you like really think and plan. Like that's something that you just jumped up and you decided to do that day, in my opinion, because you did.
Desperation.
And it's desperation. And I think like the pandemic, and I think like a lot of that kind of stuff.
It has to be pandemic related, because trust me, these people have, like, thieves or crimes, people have always been brazen with it, but never this bad. Like, what is going on? And then it was another bank robbery that happened. I went just outside of the city. Why was they shooting at my local Walmart over the video game? Now, a few weeks I told y'all the best time to go to the Walmart is first thing in the morning. This was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Luckily, nobody was hurt. But then you run to the next borough, one of the other boroughs, Derby, and you just want to do a standoff in the house, knowing that you went to the Walmart, shooting it up, showing your ass. You drive through West Philly, you'd be like, "What the hell is going on? You don't see the red light? You just gonna keep going. You're gonna keep moving."
And they said they towed 2 cars away from his from his home. So you're somebody who can afford insurance. I say insurance on 2 cars. That's at least $100.
Hold up. You said could afford, but
assuming you have insurance.
you know how y'all do.
But like you have that, and it's like you're threatening someone over a $60 video game. Now, don't get me wrong; these games are very expensive and like way more than I used to pay back in the day. But I'm not killing nobody over the game or shooting at nobody over the game. Like,
Yeah, he didn't kill him, but he did shoot at him. Could you imagine being at your, now I don't know how much Walmart people make, but I'm just going to throw it out there. It's definitely below what Joe Biden wants for people, 10, 15, or $15. Could you imagine getting up early on a Sunday morning? You really don't want to go to your Walmart job, because who the fuck wants to get up early on a Sunday morning and go to their job at Walmart? Somebody comes over, they say, hey, sir, I got a game. Do you have this game? No, we don't have it. Fuck you mean you don't have the game? Sir, we don't have the game. I don't know that this is what happens. You better get the game or I'm going to pull it out your ass. The fuck you mean I don't have the game? So you just decide to go ahead and just shoot at me because I don't have the game. What is going on? And you can't tell me, I swear this Bath and Body Works thing that I posted, was this Philly? Because that's real Philly behavior. Like,
it wouldn't be surprising just because.
Like the pandemic shopping, what's happening?
But I will say though, I was in the mall yesterday, and Toy, it's different. Like, I can't really explain what I mean by that, but like shopping in December and shopping yesterday was different. In December, like literally people were distanced from each other, like people were wearing the mask and all that kind of stuff like that. Yesterday, when I was in the mall, it was groups of people. It was like normal, like how your mom would drop you and all your friends off at the mall.
Yeah.
Groups of kids walking around the mall, like doing whatever they want to do, like adults with their masks down and whatnot. Like it's kind of crazy actually, the way the mall.
Yeah.
It's very normal. Like people are acting like it's like regular life, but with
See, I haven't been out really.
some of them.
Well, you know what, that makes sense. So this is where, so I did post it on my page if you guys got a chance to see it. The Bath and Body Works showdown. So devil's advocate, I like playing that from time to time. I kind of sided. I not totally sided with Karen, but I somewhat felt where she was coming from. Yesterday was one of my first trip back to the market. I just had to run in, grab something, and come back out. So in the market, I turned around and I noticed, so there's the woman in front of me, she's being rung up. And I'm like, okay, so I kept my distance. She was all the way at the end, paid, got her stuff, but still there lingering. I turn around and I look and somebody's right behind me, and then she's just putting the stuff on the conveyor belt. And I was like, bitch, we're still in the fuck running, like you too close. So I said, okay, let me not try to look so obvious. So I said, all right, let me move in. So I move in, but I'm like, the cashier's there. Then I moved back and the other cashier's behind me, and I felt like a trapped rat. So I'm like, okay, I was nervous, but I just calmed myself. Now, I didn't go into Bath and Body Works Karen mode and decide to go Mortal Kombat, Chun-Li, Ryu on motherfuckers because I want them to give me my space. But at the same time, I'm like, is COVID over? And I just didn't get the memo. Like, are we not doing the spacing anymore? But then at the same time, I'm like, well, if you were so concerned, you could have stayed the fuck home. But then also with these employees, do know they are stressed out here. These shopping experiences are different pre-pandemic than they are now. So these people are stressed. They don't want to get up and come to these jobs and risk getting these COVID diseases. So no, the customer is not always going to be right all the time anymore. So if you run up, you're going to get dealt with. If it's up, then it's stuck.
Oh, that's my song. So next week, guys, since we're on the topic of pandemic and talking about stuff.
Well,
so next week.
Just say it. Just say it.
I can't do the show next week because I'm going to Vegas. Sorry. I'm going to be careful, though. Toya is working on a suitable replacement too, and I think you guys will be very impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go.
You got to live. You got to prep going.
That's why I was in the mall yesterday. I was doing a little shopping.
Get your immune system acclimated from being.
Now watch this.
Being this group.
8 Lady T4 just gave me an out to save myself. She said, "Are you going to Vegas to get married?"
Yeah.
You guys to hang out.
Since technically y'all can't do a bachelor party,
well, guess what? This is what that'll be.
Are you gonna have masks involved, or are you just gonna wing
it?
it?
I'm not playing those games. Like, I'm definitely doing mask on this. I'm not doing all that. I'm definitely doing mask. I'm not going to nobody's clubs, nobody's bars, lounge. I'm not doing none of that stuff.
So if you're not doing that, what you going to Vegas for then?
To escape like the city of Philadelphia because it's driving me up a wall right now. Like
You mean the city of Philadelphia, aka Gotham City?
I gotta go. I need to not be in this apartment for a couple days, and then I'll be fine to come back and sit here for the rest of the year, I guess.
Look, he said, I want to switch location when I have my Patron and crab legs, sweetie. You sitting in Philly drinking your Patron and crab legs. We in Vegas.
And you let that stimulus check become before I go to Vegas, and I am going crazy with the crab legs. I cannot.
Living your best life. Talk about it. All right, guys. Oh, real quick. Aunt Dion. So she's going to do a YouTube show. Have you seen that, Aunt Dion Warwick?
No, but I'm done with her.
What's your? Oh, I'm glad I brought this up because I got to know your beef with damn Aunt Dion. So real quick, for the people who don't know, she's going to YouTube show coming up. She wants her first guest to be Miss Wendy Williams. Well, Miss Wendy Williams, I guess, has not responded. Someone must have asked Aunt Dion about it, and Aunt Dion tweeted, added Wendy Williams, and they go, no, and she said, no, I'm not going to egg Wendy Williams' house. It's cold outside.
Well, Aunt Dion and I are beefing because a few weeks ago, she did this thing on social media. She was like, if you say something nice about your friend, I will follow you. So I said nice things about 4 of my friends and added her in it, and she didn't follow me. And then she did another one. She's like, if you vote for me for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'll follow you. So I voted for her. And I told her that I voted for her, and she didn't follow me. You had 5 strikes. You out. I'm done. And I unfollowed her.
Now, you know she right up the turnpike. Don't have her come down here and get you together, because she will gather you. And I'm going to let her do it. You better respect your elders.
She can come down here and follow me. Why would you be saying you're going to follow people and not follow me?
Because she's an elder and she's still trying to figure out how it works.
You better figure it out.
Okay, then, but she gather your ass up. Don't be sitting there upset. Aunt Dion can do whatever, and she can follow whoever she want to follow and unfollow. And you still gonna follow her.
No, I'm not.
And yes, you are.
My foot is down.
But don't worry, Dex. We'll all be back. You were still waiting on them prayers from
Rick Ross.
Yep. Rick Ross. It never truly happened, but at some point it got to a point where y'all were best buddies again.
Yeah, she might have an opportunity to come around again. I'll decide later on.
You'll decide later on. Okay, all right. Just keep that same energy, and when you do see her, make sure you tell her about yourself, and make sure I'm there, because I definitely want to see what happens at that point.
Young Warwick in person that we're beefing because she didn't follow me on Twitter.
Tell her that
about her. And I don't want
to. She's going to get your ass together. Who was it on? Was it Nene or was it Star Jones that she gathered?
Look at the comments.
Who? Lady Di? Who said it?
You was right.
I'm not reading that. A Lady Di, you stop it. We're not going to say that about Aunt Dion. She ain't got no damn Alzheimer's.
She said slow drips. Getting there.
No, it's not.
I'm just.
She ain't got to be on these tweeters with these churning. You know who I am. Do you know the way? I told y'all how to get the motherfucking San Jose. Mm-hmm. Keep smiling. I done told you to keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you could always count on me. I used to love hearing that song, getting in the car before we go to church.
Well, I couldn't count on her to give me a follow back on Twitter.
Don't worry about that. Again, like I said, Aunt Dion can do whatever she want to do. She don't have to, and you gonna follow her, and you gonna give her the damn respect that she deserves. She ain't got to do nothing. I followed her. I ain't expecting her to get me back because she'd follow me back. She the gift that keep on giving. She ain't got to. But guess what? She gonna cuss you out, but at the same time cuss you out, she'll tell you, Auntie, you want something to eat. Sit over there and eat it. What you want?
I don't like.
You hungry?
I don't like those kind of aunts. Cause I don't know. Like, did you poison me? Why would
She ain't trying to poison your stupid ass.
why would you poison me? I mean, why would you curse me out there and ask me if I'm hungry?
You hungry? Because somebody got to feed you. I want the people coming up in here talking about I ain't feeding him.
I ain't eating that.
With your stupid ass. Well, starve then.
No, because I'll starve. She definitely seems like that type too.
Yes, but that's why I love her. And you just got to sit there and let her do it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Aunt Dion. You just gotta take it. She gonna cuss you out. Okay?
Mm.
You saw when Patty told the story. It's one of my favorite stories to hear. Loved it. Okay? Tell me what I'm doing about some. What should Patty say to her if she's still low hair? Patty said, I don't think you should have got mixed up with them psychics. Yes. I know you ain't telling me what to do with my damn money. Don't. You need to mind your business. Is there a check coming to it? Tell me how to get my money. But that's our Dion. And Patty, you just gotta take it. And I'm sorry, I'm not a fresh. Patty said, I'm not a fresh girl. I'm sorry. And years later, they made up. So maybe years later, y'all will make up.
We can make it right now. She presses the follow button.
That's why she don't, because she said she been watching the show, seeing all this damn water you've been drinking. He said, his thirsty ass, I'm going to let him sit there.
As you know, if I get a follow, it's over for you. I'm putting it.
It's over. You want, Auntie, I work with she my aunt for real. Patty on here, she said she snatched me right the hell up. And they friends now. They good now. Everything's great. But when messing with Aunt Dion, let her cuss you out. And speaking of not psychics, really, but are you into like tarot, or anybody is into tarot or anything here like that?
I like to read. Like, I follow this page. It's like an Aquarius like astrology page, and they be dead on with the stuff. And I'll read that. Like, I like it. I'm really like addicted to that page.
Okay, then I have somebody for you. Her name is Joyce. Joyce All Knowing Tarot. So if you guys are into anything like that, she really does a lot of like political commentary, like tarot, which just happening right now. But she's getting more into like just what she already does, like give personal readings and spiritual readings and stuff like that. But when I tell you this woman is absolutely amazing, I had such a good time doing my reading with her. She hit me up. I saw her, like, if I see tarot cards, I'll put it up there and I'll be like, all right, she posted something. So I said, all right, pick card number 3. And I picked it. And she said, Chocolate, I'm waiting to do your reading. I was like, what? Okay, let's do one, because I have done them from time to time in the past, pure entertainment. And it was just such a pleasurable experience. I put my one friend on. She got it. Well, she does have her reading scheduled. But if you guys are into that at all, or just want to check her out, I will definitely suggest that you go check her out on the YouTube. It's Joyce All Knowing Tarot. So you don't have to be totally into it. Something fun to do. I tell people, like, some people are not into it. I'm like, damn it, don't burn me at the fucking stake. I ain't no motherfucking Joan of Arc. Bitch ain't no witch. She ain't no witch. But
Jesus is my tarot card reader and my therapist.
And your therapist too. Yep, you sound just like that. You sound just, and we talk about that shit all the time. Sound just like your cousins. A therapist. Get your damn Bible. Well, you don't think God set it up to where we have the art of therapist psychology now, so that God didn't send that as a conduit to help you out? Just the Bible is going to help.
You are by yourself here. Look at the comments. They are all agreeing with me, because they know our therapist. He's our Bible. He's the reason why we don't have to worry about the coronavirus, and he's also our protector and everything. So, like,
yeah,
I don't need.
And then Jess Ralph said, "Hey, Ashahala the blood." Andrew Caldwell, he uses his Bible all the time, and we know it's something.
Yeah, but Jesus keeps him covered.
Black people, can we please dispel this narrative? Please. Jesus is amazing. But if there is help to be received out there, specifically mental help, it ain't always going to be it, okay? You got to see more. He is our Alpha and our Omega. You are correct. But in between that, go ahead and get yourself a therapist, sweetie, because how y'all acting going down to the Walmart shooting it up because it ain't no damn games.
Toya, you think if a person is willing to shoot somebody over a video game, you think a therapist is going to help them?
You need a therapist. And maybe, because this is what y'all cousins do. Oh, he bad as shit. And then next thing you know, 20 years later, he run into the Walmart shooting shit up because it ain't no game. But you use the belt.
No, the belt is the issue.
And you threw the book at him.
No, you should have kept
the Bible at him.
Should have kept him in the church.
And that wouldn't have happened if he stayed in the
church. If you kept him in the church, he wouldn't have been that person. But you didn't, so.
Well, what about that local church person that we were just talking about that he just had a birthday and he was asking for cash apps and he was recently in jail for trying to game the system for trying to game the system for parking tickets.
What about him?
He's in church all the time, but yet he's a pastor. And he went left.
Well, he went left as an adult, Toya. Like, I mean, we talking about the kids. You could save the youth. If you're a grown man and you're a scammer, you can be a scammer running to the church too. Like, Jesus probably not even talking to him. I don't know what.
Well, he grew up in the church all his life, and then when he decided to get up, he still said, "I'm a
Toya,
go scam."
There's a difference between being in church and like having your kids in church, and then letting your kids play with games and stuff like that while they're in church. If they're not paying attention, then it ain't.
You're right. You're right. Okay, so Bex and Quill says yes to therapist, no for tarot. Okay, but if you are into it, I invite you to go check it out. Again, everything is not for everybody. Not the Philly youth, they're gone. Well, the Philly youth been gone because Gotham City is here full effect. And also before we go, one more thing I have to mention. So I will be hosting a oh God, where'd it go? So campendeavor.org, if you guys are into spades. I am not a spade girl because I've grown up in a house where we entertain and we know when it comes to Black people, it's always about spades. Spades and dominoes are the two games that we play that it can blow up. But I do enjoy watching spades. So we are doing Camp Endeavor. They're hosting a spades tournament where the proceeds go to Perfect Families and the play Perfect Families and play attendance. So what it is basically, it's just kind of do something for the kids, but something that they can be rewarded with to regarding their perfect attendance in school. So, and especially during this virtual school, you know, things have been so hard with the kids and to keep them focused. So this is just something to try to keep the babies their heads up and like their spirits up while they're e-gaming at home, since a lot of people still aren't going outside. So that is going to be on April 3rd at 7 p.m. If you guys want to pull up, there will be more information coming out more on it. I will go ahead and post into my stories and on my page as we get closer. So again, let's raise money for the Philadelphia School District and the surrounding school districts as well. Camden, we'll do Camden, New Jersey, we'll do Delaware, Wilmington, the suburbs in Pennsylvania. So it'll be a good time. So if you guys are free, come check it out.
That's cool.
All right. Yes, thank you. All right. So that's the end. Thank you guys. It was a long break, but we're back. Not next week, you won't be here, but the week after. I will be here next week, but me and Dex will return the week after that.
Lord willing, because you never know what I'm going to catch when I'm out there.
You gonna catch some crab legs and some crab legs and some Patron.
Oh, I cannot wait. Oh.
But you know what? Please don't post. Give us one picture, because you know your little generation, y'all love posting everything. What happened? It ain't no more what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Like, just
Toya,
please don't.
I have my friend coming up with captions. I bought some clothes. Like, you guys are going to get a show. And it's crazy because I was embarrassed. I actually am still kind of embarrassed. And like not wanting to say or post anything about it. But after I saw how they were carrying in Atlanta, I don't care. Tell me what it's gonna be. And like there's nobody that can judge me at this point.
At this point, just subscribe to what your fearless leader Donald Trump said. Herd immunity. Just go out there and get it. Oh, but he also got his vaccine back in January.
Also to be on the same train as Mr. Donald Trump. It's impossible for me to catch COVID because the only way to catch it is to get tested, and I just won't get tested.
That's the only way.
Remember,
you're gonna be right. You be right on the hospital and the damn ventilator talk about. I ain't got no damn COVID.
I know what it is, and I don't want no testing. Remember he said the numbers keep going up because people keep getting tested. He's so stupid.
Duh. If you wouldn't get tested, there wouldn't be all these numbers.
Oh, hey,
so
you lie. It's true.
Herd immunity. Let's do it. Fuck it. Live your best life. Just live it. I don't see no many people. They getting it and they out in these streets. It is what it is. But thank y'all so much. The rules may be different in Vegas. Now we know damn well ain't no. Well, Vegas. Well, they're wild all the time, so they could be doing what Atlanta is doing and everything too. But we just don't know.
I won't be. I can tell you guys that. Like, I'm still safe, so I won't be doing too much. But I'll just,
And Dylan, it's the end of the show. Don't be coming in here starting with Dex. Hi, Dylan. Happy Sunday, Latoya. You see Dexter here. And the face condoms. Yeah, somebody said get your face condoms.
So mask, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and still caring what we have to say after all this time. What, about a month and a half now? It's been shit. Your birthday was the last show.
The whole month of February. So you didn't get to see us at all during Black History Month. How dreadful.
I damn sure did. And I'm sitting here. I have so many notes in this notebook for what I wanted to talk about for Black History, but we'll bring it back up. It's always Black History for the ones who are upset. And on a note, please stop fighting in the Bath and Body Works. This white on white crime got to stop. I just want everybody at this point, please go get y'all COVID tests because I can't keep living like this. I shouldn't have to go to the Bath and Body Works, just something that's very plain Jane and possibly will get caught in the middle of a Karen gang fight. I expect that when I go to certain areas of the city. I don't, or just, different areas, not necessarily the city, of any city, but I don't want that when I go to Bath and Body Works. I mean, it was a problem, Chick-fil-A, the one we go to, that line is crazy. Like, anytime you go to the Chick-fil-A and there are cops there to control the line, please go get y'all shots. I can't do this no more. Just Ralph said, I love when the whites fight. It's so beautiful.
No, that's not.
All right, Dex, to your Vegas face condoms. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see y'all when we see you. They didn't cancel Eddie for the Kill White People song. Never mind.
He said that? Thanks, Lady D.
And notice she said she was handsome because half of your face covered. He said ugly as shit. Just
when I put the mask on, it's his, but before the mask, now nothing.
It got, once you put that mask on, your rate went up. Oh, you say, yeah.
The real shout out to my other podcast that I do, Bro Talk Live. If you guys want to check that out, it's Bro Talk Live. Dylan is a really big fan of the show. He's watched it, and he says that we are not kind to people who are Caucasian. So, Toya, we have to be careful on this show that we are kind to people who are not looking.
We're always kind to the Caucasians. I sound like one of them racist people. I have Caucasian friends.
Dylan is one of my closest friends, so I don't know why he acts like that. It's crazy.
Hi, Daniel Thomas. Love y'all. Oh, my God. I guess we'll get into that next time that you covered your face and that Bro Talk segment that y'all did. Can I just tell the story real quick?
Go ahead.
Y'all did a segment of where I guess it matched the celebrity spaces to who it would be. And, of course, they saved the best for last.
Because I'm the show.
And who was your celebrity lookalike?
Like, guys, they put
you don't know.
They put freaking Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And I'm like, I don't know Obama's. Like, why would you put that? I'd never seen nothing like it.
Oh, so Obama's turned into Gabourey Sidibe, and who was the other one?
The guy, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters.
Dexter. I screamed. That was one of the best things I have ever seen when it comes to Bro Talk. And honestly, when you left, I would have done the same thing. We did a face swap. Remember when the face swap was happening with to see what you look like as a woman or a man? Mine came up as a man. I would not share it with anybody. My brother did it on his phone. When I tell you I was so angry, I said God knew what he was doing with me, because if I was a man, I would get not one bitch. No bitches.
Yeah.
It would be bad.
Boy, that's debatable, because some of these people out here, they do. And they look like Flavor Flav.
What are y'all doing? Women, what's happening? Because as ugly as I was as a man, I said, I was so hurt. And then I said, run it again. See if it would come up something else. Just ugly. Ugly.
I'm going to post it on my page in a minute so you guys can see it there.
Please do. It was the greatest thing ever. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next week. Bye.